Now on CoastTV News.
Milton's makeover, an empty lot in downtown could transform Milton, the plan and its impact on your community. Canal's new wave, Rehoboth's Canal could get a facelift with new recreational opportunities, what this means for local tourism and your leisure activities.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
In the heart of Milton, a proposed new building stirring debate among locals. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with plans for a 50,000 square foot building in the center of Milton.
Already this proposal has been debated among members of the town's Planning and Zoning Commission. Now it goes to council for further discussion, possibly even a vote. As Coast TV's Tori Seagraves shows us, people in Milton see this building as a big change for a small town.
Teresa Pulowski heads downtown for a cup of coffee. Pulowski says she moved to Milton for its slower pace and neighborly charm, and she doesn't want a big new building to change that.
I would be very disappointed because it would take away from the atmosphere and the ambiance of Milton, and I just think it's such a quaint little town, and that would not be, it wouldn't add anything to it.
According to RJL Associates Inc.'s application, the mixed-use building would consist of 3 floors, the first floor for businesses, the top 2 floors for condos. Right next door, Zava Cafe's owner thinks growth can be handled tastefully.
Maybe the overall outside facade, if it has a historic feel, would be pretty cool. But I'm excited to see Milton have something new, but also just wanted to make sure that it's controlled and it's keeping the neighbors happy as well.
The project would be built on 3 parcels of land at the corner of Federal and Union Street, including 37 parking spaces. The developer has plans for tenant parking, but the availability for public parking remains unclear. Pulowski, for one, hopes for a different use of the space.
A parking lot would be nice to have there because there is such limited parking. So just put a parking lot. We don't need anything gaudy.
But Russell thinks a compromise can be made.
Parking has been a little bit of an issue for some time now, but if they can somehow address that too as well, that would be great for the business as well, for people coming in that necessarily don't live here.
This proposal is up for discussion and a possible vote at tonight's Milton Town Council meeting. That meeting is at the Milton Public Library and starts at 6:30. I'm Tori Seagraves in Milton, Coast TV News.
There's another proposal set to be discussed at tonight's meeting. DelDOT is set to present a proposal for a 4-way stop sign for an intersection in Milton, specifically Shingle Point Road, Chestnut Street, and Route 5. This proposal comes after last year's deadlock vote in the town council on 2 different 4-way stop suggestions. And if bicycle and pedestrian safety mean a lot to you, the city of Milford is looking for your input tomorrow. The city will host a public input meeting from 6 to 8 at the Public Works facility. The open house will center around a recent study that seeks to identify gaps in the pedestrian bike network and provide future recommendations for the city.
Pedestrian safety also a hot topic over in Fenwick Island. Tomorrow the town will meet to talk about safety on Route 1, particularly the sidewalks and the crosswalks. The town will also discuss traffic calming measures and signage that improve safety. Also on the agenda, an update regarding the parking permit app Park Mobile. The meeting is slated for February 6th at 2:30 p.m.
In Rehoboth Beach, city officials discussed with representatives from Rehoboth Beach Main Street on how to better use the city dock. They talked about promoting the dock and working with the community and nearby towns. While some commissioners were open to ideas like public campaigns and surveys, no final decisions for that dock you see here were made yet. A couple commissioners are interested but want to make sure the community is closely involved in any plans and businesses are aware of them.
Now let's go ahead and take a live look outside into the Laurel area as we get into our evening. Still a little bit of light out there, but our chief meteorologist Paul Williams is going to join us here with an update on what the weather's actually like.
Well, it's actually like this. We have high pressure and control of our weather pattern for right now, and that typically means clear skies. And for tonight, we're having a typical kind of a day. Now, this is courtesy of our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera. We're looking at 37 degrees and clear skies by 7 o'clock. Then we'll drop to 32 degrees by 9 o'clock. That's freezing. Then we'll go a couple of degrees below that at 10 o'clock. Now, we do have some concerns with the possibility of flooding, but this is kind of a tricky thing in that the coastal flood advisory that's issued for all of Sussex, and also it's inclusive of areas like Dorchester. Well, both of these areas are concerned about flooding only because of the high tides, okay? And that's going to be a short-lived concern for us. We do have some concerns for some gusty winds along the coast because we have a newly issued small craft advisory. That will stay in effect until, well, all tonight, Tuesday, and up until, let's say, 7 o'clock Wednesday night. This is where we're watching out for about 20 to 25 mile per hour winds, areas like Bottom Hills, South Bethany, Ocean View, along Highway 1, and we're looking for those gusty winds to continue to be problematic along the entire coast. As far as our expectations for tonight, going to tomorrow, we're looking for temperatures in the 30s with lots of sunshine and winds pushing primarily out of the northeast. Coming up, we'll talk about the possibility of rain in the forecast. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
And for more weather updates, make sure you pull out your phones, scan the QR code here for our First Alert weather app. You can download that app. It is totally free, and that helps you get weather updates that you just might need. Traffic news, lane closures are heading to Bethany Beach on Route 1 between Logan Street, York Road, and Evergreen Road beginning on Monday, February 12th through Thursday, February 15th due to some drilling work. DelDOT says that drivers can expect minor delays in the area.
Another scheduled road closure, Cave Neck Road between Diamond Farm Road to Hudson Road in Milton. It's closing starting at 8 a.m. on Wednesday through Friday. DelDOT says work is needed for what you see here on your screen, replacement of a failing crossroad pipe.
And now let's take a look at some current road closures. Drivers in Sussex County should keep an eye out for in Dagsboro, Swamp Road between US 113 and Gumtree Road, closed until February 9th for construction work. In Fenwick Island, West Maryland Ave between Route 1 and Island Street is closed until the 9th as well for the installation of new drainage. Over in Georgetown, South Bedford Street between Zor Road and Park Avenue has intermittent lane closures. That's going to go all the way into June for roadway improvements. And also in Georgetown until June, Aero Safety Road between US 113 is closed for improvement.
New today, a new Delaware bill would ban life insurance companies from discrimination using information obtained from genetic testing companies like 23andMe and Ancestry DNA. The measure would further prohibit using this information for canceling a policy, setting premiums, or paying claims without additional justification. The bill is pending the consideration of the House Economic Development, Banking, Insurance, and Commerce Committee.
State planning officials and the environmental experts are teaming up to tackle residential growth of Sussex County and its impact on the local environment. The Office of State Planning and the Sussex Preservation Coalition will be holding a meeting to discuss how growth in the county impacts local habitats and the quality of life. The public is welcome to attend this free meeting, which will be held at the Lewis Library. That's on February 13th from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
Have you ever had the interest in becoming a foster parent in Delaware? Well, the Delaware Children's Department has some answers for you. The department will be holding a virtual information session for individuals and couples in Sussex and Kent County who are interested in learning how to help children and teens in their community. The session will last from 6 to 9 p.m. on February 20th. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Setting off an adventure on Delaware State Park's summer camp programs that students can take advantage of.
Clear skies will continue throughout the night, and we'll break down what this means for your evening and early morning drive to work.
First, lighting up the dark skies initiatives in Fenwick Island. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets, or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set. Plus special financing options at Ashley.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house and each step of the way. during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on select Purple adjustable mattress sets or receive a $699 instant gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress set, plus special financing options at Ashley.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
If you think the lights around some Fenwick Island neighborhoods are too bright, you're not alone. One town committee is also looking to tackle that issue.
Live in Fenwick Island is Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert. Charles, people had a lot to say about this today.
Charlie and Maddie, people I spoke with here on Schultz Road, said that light pollution is a big issue in their neighborhood. Now today at a Residential Concerns Committee meeting, people spoke about possible alternatives to make the lights a little less intrusive into people's homes here on Schultz Road, and that would have a better environmental impact through the town's Dark Skies initiative. If you didn't know, Dark Skies is an effort to reduce light pollution in the area, and other coastal towns like Rehoboth Beach and Lewis have had similar discussions in recent months. One person who I spoke with who lives here on Schultz Road says it can be a real problem.
The larger homes, if all the lights are turned up, get quite bright.
The committee plans to meet again on March 4th. I'm Charles Reiner, live in Fenwick Island tonight. Coast TV News.
Well, what is starting off as a gentle breeze from the north is not going to be so polite on Tuesday and Wednesday. More on the wind concerns in a moment.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
The world's greatest game show is back. And this time, it's a whole new deal. Deal or No Deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
I'll leave a light on for you.
93.5 The Beach.
Uncover the perfect blend of comfort, innovation, and safety at Gateway Subaru. And right now, it's your choice. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 2.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Right now, we're keeping a close eye on what's happening with the winds off the coast. We have concerns about a small craft advisory there, and there's some concerns about flooding being connected to some concerns we have as it pertains to the tides coming in and out. But before we get to that, I want to let you know about a new service we have available. Coast TV First Alert Weather, we now have a telephone line where you can call. So some folks are a little intimidated by the apps, and we understand that, and we still have that available. For the folks who would just want to call in and get a forecast, all you got to do is call 443-880-9100. This is updated in the morning and in the evening. It's a 24-hour weather line that you can call. And remember, your forecast is just a phone. Well, I'm showing my age. I'll go it this way. Phone call away, because I'm doing this. I'm showing like I had a house phone growing up, right? All right, so anyway. All right, so a small craft advisory is in effect along the shore, watching out for 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I think this is going to be a little bit, because we have basically two air masses that are kind of battling for dominance right now. Here's that coastal flood advisory I was speaking of earlier. Places like Indian Beach here, Ocean View, right along the shore, those areas that are right next to the water and those next to the bay areas or the bay communities, that's where we're looking for that possibility. When the tides come up, we're looking for at least slight inundation. That's why it's an advisory, not a watch or a warning. Same situation for us in Dorchester, areas like Secretary, Linkwood, any place where we have significant amount of water where we can see an effect of the tides. Well, that's what's happening here. Generally speaking, it's going to stay breezy along the East Coast in general. To the south, where the color turns a little bit colors there, that's where it goes up to 40-mile-per-hour winds. So we're talking about 25-mile-per-hour winds for us. You're going to the gym tomorrow morning. Listen, it's going to be chilly tomorrow morning. You're going to need your hoodie and sweater, but that's probably it, to be honest. We're not expecting to need gloves and hat on top of that unless you're very cold sensitive. Well, then you govern yourself accordingly. Temperatures right now, we're at 35 in Lewis, 39 in Millsboro, 37 right now in Georgetown, 38 in Del Mar, 36 Ocean Pines, and 40 at this hour in Ocean City. And we're actually a little bit cooler, about 4 degrees cooler in Georgetown than we were just 24 hours ago. And as your power walk forecast is concerned for tomorrow, you'll wake up to 30 degrees by 5 o'clock with winds out of the northeast. And then we're going to stay in the 30s, mid-30s, and sunshine by 9 o'clock. And we'll go up to 43 degrees. And I think that's probably going to do it as far as our high is concerned. You see, when we go into tomorrow morning, we start off with the winds out of the northeast and temperatures in the 30s, generally speaking. We'll flip that over to 41 degrees inland, upper 30s along the shore for Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, winds are still out of the northeast. We start off at freezing, for example, in Georgetown. Then we go up to 45 degrees. So we get a little bit warmer, a touch warmer. It's going to make it feel at least a little bit better. And then we have what's called a yellow alert day, which is next Monday. Next Monday, we're looking at a wall of rain that's going to pull through and stick around pretty much all day long till we get to 3 o'clock in the morning for Tuesday. So that's why we call that our yellow alert day. So for tonight, 29 degrees. Tomorrow, 42, limited sunshine. Wednesday, partly sunny, 45, a tad warmer, and winds still out of the northeast. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Now, remember I was mentioning that yellow alert day? Well, that's actually what's happening for next Monday. So this is a newbie here as well. Yellow alert doesn't mean we're going to have severe weather, but that rain all day long, we want to just give you a quick yellow alert heads up.
Thank you. Encouraging news for Maryland's bird population. Pilots and biologists counted the midwinter population of ducks, geese, and swans and found that the population is now lower than last year's of over 600,000. But the Department of Natural Resources said that this year's population is consistent with the most recent 5-year average of 596,500 birds.
Sustainable agriculture as the groundwork for the future. On February 6th and 7th, over 350 agriculturists are expected to attend the 2024 Delmarva Soil Summit at Wicomico Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury. Experts from across the country will discuss the latest research and innovation in soil health and sustainable agriculture through farmer panels and breakout sessions. Attendees can expect to find topics of interest for all scales of agriculture production systems. The first day of the event begins tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Finding ways to prevent contamination in your produce. There will soon be a produce safety water system workshop at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Now, that is going to teach farmers about common water systems, irrigation systems, and spray tanks that are found on farms and how they relate to preventing contamination in produce. Attendees will have the opportunity to hear from industry experts and engage in hands-on activities. The workshop will be held on February 14th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
The Delaware Forest Service is now seeking entries for its annual Arbor Day poster contest. The contest is open to all students from kindergarten to 5th grade. Students can be from public, private, homeschool, after school, and other organized youth groups. The annual Arbor Day poster contest is designed to increase an appreciation and awareness of the important role that trees play in our quality of life, communities, ecosystems, and the state. Heading on to the coast, South Bethany is also gearing up for Earth Day. The town will be discussing and planning its April Earth Day event at the next Community Relations Committee meeting. Along with Earth Day planning, the town's also going to have a community blood drive. That's all going to happen February 6th at 11 a.m.
Happening now, Delaware State Parks gearing up for those summer camps. Whether you're looking to set out on a kayaking adventure or to brush up on rock climbing skills, Delaware State Park says that there are a variety of programs for kids to participate in this summer. In Sussex County, some parks that are offering camps include Cape Henlopen State Park and Trap Pond State Park. There are fishing and wildlife learning opportunities, art-related programs, and more. Camp programs require registration, and they are offered June through August.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, Early College High School girls basketball is going for their 4th straight victory as they face the Laurel Bulldogs, hoping to get back in the win column. 11-3 Early College defeated Glasgow by 45 and Laurel by 40 last week. Tonight, the Bulldogs are out for revenge and going for their 3rd win of the season with their home crowd behind them. Check out highlights on the final score at 10:30 p.m. And tonight, a doubleheader in college hoops, UMES searching for a MEAC conference victory over first place Norfolk State. The Lady Hawks are 10-11 overall and 3-3 in MEAC play, taking on the Spartans, aiming for their 5th consecutive win. This game is live at 5:30 p.m. on DSN. The men are trying to bounce back after 2 straight losses, and they are 3-26 all-time versus the Spartans. The Spartans are on a 5-game winning streak and tied for 1st in the MEAC. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. To the NBA, the 76ers' Joel Embiid will have a procedure on his injured left meniscus in the coming days. He will miss extended time, but the team hasn't said for how long that he will be out. Philadelphia takes on the Mavericks at 7 tonight. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Soaring Over the Shore is brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
With 200 acres of marshes and forests, the Isle of Wight is a place of inspiration and recreation. Smack dab in the middle of the bays between Ocean Pines and Ocean City, the Isle of Wight is almost hidden in plain sight. Many birds hunt for fish here, and croaker, sea trout, flounder, and bluefish call the waters around the island their home. Although it's small, you may even spot a deer or squirrel here. The island is prime real estate for fishermen, bird watchers, nature photographers, and even hunters when the time is right. Sheltered from the ocean by the Assawoman Bay, the Isle of Wight is an environmental jewel in Worcester County.
At Morse Roofing and Siding, we feel our team is the best. From our estimators, production and admin management, to our installers and owners, we strive to provide a quality product at an affordable price with exceptional customer service every time.
Hi, I'm Tom Morse.
And I'm Tommy K. Morse.
We are your local family and veteran-owned home exterior renovation contractor right here in Dagsboro, Delaware.
Serving Sussex County.
There's good.
There's better. And then there's Morse.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
Amazing power, amazing speed, one ultra cool price. Take your internet to the extreme and lock in your low price for 2 years. Experience fast speeds up to 100 meg. Turn up the intensity with powerful whole home Wi-Fi and stay chill with unbeatable reliability. Get Extreme Internet 100 with whole home Wi-Fi for $34.99 a month for 2 years. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
WBOC.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Quick look at our Coast TV poll this evening. We've been talking about this building they want to build in Milton. So we want to ask everybody, what's your view on this new building? Let's see what our voters have said so far.
44% are saying it needs parking. 28 say it fits well. 28 think it's too big. So this is clearly split, and I'm sure this will change at 11.
And we'll have an update then. You can go vote on CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
Well, cycling from the ocean to the bay. Listen to that. The Bethany Fenwick Area Chamber of Commerce invites cyclists of all levels this weekend of April 26th to the 27th for a biking tour through Sussex County's beaches, bays, and beyond. This ride starts at the Christian Conference Center in Bethany. Cyclists can choose different rides, ranging up to 50 miles. Registration, though, it closes April 15th, Paul.
Well, I have a bike, but I don't know if I'm going to do 50 miles of riding, though. I ride in the car. All right, anyway, let's take a look. Courtesy of our Orsted camera, we're at 40 degrees right now, dew point temperature of 30. Now, we anticipate staying pretty steady, actually, in Ocean City, although clear skies staying pretty much the rule of the night. Not day, but night, but we'll stay clear with temperatures at 38 degrees. We do have a coastal flood statement active for Dorchester, staying in effect until midnight tonight for areas that are, bayside areas dealing with the possibility of the higher tides coming in and causing some concern for flooding there. Same holds true for us actually for Sussex and right along the shore, obviously, but those along the bay as well. And we, of course, have the small craft advisory that is active for us along the shore. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Now, remember, our yellow alert means that we're talking about weather turning ugly, not necessarily severe, but a big change in how we've been flowing. And if you notice, we're warming up with dry weather till we get to Monday. So a yellow watch out.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.